Down come the shutters. Once we commence our devaluation of one of our victims, there is a vast array of manipulative techniques that we can use to fulfill our aim of extracting negative fuel from you. Some of these methods are subtle and may not be noticed by the subject, such as triangulation with an object. Others are brutal, involving the smashing of property and the flailing fists and stomping boots. It is often the case that you do not realize that devaluation has commenced because you have yet to have any familiarity with this word or even with what it signifies. You will notice, however, a change in our behaviour. One of those changes is akin to us bringing down the shutters whenever we deal with you. Once upon a time, we exited our car and cantered across to where you stood waiting in the doorway as we wrapped our arms around you and embraced you passionately. Our face had lit up and our delight in seeing you appeared genuine enough. This happened each time we came to see you, as if we had not seen you for months on end, even though it was only the day before when we last held you. Now when we meet you, there is no joyful skip towards you. The smile seems forced, and there is no light in our eyes anymore. Whereas they once lit up a brilliant blue and sparkled, now they just seem lackluster and dull, darker than usual. You try to lift our spirits in that indefatigable way of yours. You ask what is wrong, and you are always met with an answer of nothing. Are you sure? You ask. You seem unhappy. No, there is nothing the matter. You can tell me. We realize we must say something, but we are pleased by your concern and the fuel that it provides. It's okay, there is nothing wrong. It does not seem like it. Please tell me what is on your mind. Time to step it up a little and extract some further fuel. I said there's nothing wrong, I snap, and pull my hand away from yours. Your face turns from concern to upset, and the fuel flows. This continues, as once we used to talk for hours on the phone about all manner of things, and laughed and planned. Now we still talk for a long time, or rather, you seem to do more of the talking this time, as we draw the negative fuel from you. You try to find new topics to keep the conversation going, but our responses are limited. Our tone is flat, and then irritable, as you try to remain chirpy and upbeat, but the sadness and confusion is all too evident in your voice. It needs to be. We need that. I just don't understand, you protest pleasantly. You seem so different these days. Really? In what way? It's like I'm dealing with someone else. Well, that's nonsensical. It is me. Yes, I know that, but you are not the same. Of course I am the same. You are imagining things. No, I'm not. You don't seem to be into me as much as you once were. I am. It is just, I have a lot going on at present. I understand that, but it is more than that. It is like I'm talking to a different person. You don't seem to connect with me the way you used to. I don't understand what you mean. How can I put it? It's like you've made a conscious decision to distance yourself from me, and you don't say the things you used to. For instance, you always used to sign off your texts with 3 kisses, and now it's only 1. You are concerned about how many kisses I put on my texts? I ask in disbelief. No, yes, it's not that. That's just a symptom of something else. It concerns me because I love you so much, and it's like you've brought down the shutters and put up barriers when we're together. There is a distance between us that wasn't once there. I haven't noticed it. Of course I have. I know precisely what you're talking about. You then spend many minutes trying to convey this sense of distance and alienation as I listen. I am not hearing the words that you say, nor do I pay attention to the explanation. I am too engaged, focusing on the hurt in your voice, the frustration, and the exasperation as I suck the fuel from your sentences. This technique is subtle. It is easy to implement, and enables us to draw negative fuel from you without you realizing what we are doing. It is often the beginning of the devaluation period, when the simple cessation of the golden behaviour produces in itself a reaction which provides fuel. We do not need to shock you. We do not need to shout or yell. There is no need to lead you on a confusing and merry dance without denials and deflections. The simple act of pulling up the drawbridge and no longer allowing you to access the wonderful part of us, the illusion that is, remains highly effective. I just feel like you bring the shutters down and I'm dealing with somebody different. You're not the HG I know and love, you are someone else. Time to throw you a little lifeline, give you hope. I'm sorry. I think sometimes when I'm under pressure, I withdraw into myself. My friends have commented on it previously. It's just something that happens. I think that is what you are referring to. It doesn't mean that I love you any less. Just last night, I was staring at the chair where you usually sit, wishing you were there opposite me talking to me. That should do it. There, you see, that is the HG I know, back in an instant. I wish I'd been sat in that chair too. I missed you so much last night. It really is so easy.